Luka Doncic is already turning heads this offseason, and not just because of what he can do on the basketball court. Just a few weeks after the Los Angeles Lakers were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by the Minnesota Timberwolves, Luka made a notable appearance in Spain that had fans buzzing. But it wasn't just his attendance at the event that sparked conversation. It was the noticeable change in his appearance. Fans quickly pointed out something they hadn't seen in a while: a leaner, more toned version of Luka Doncic. Let's break it down. Luka has always been one of the NBA's brightest stars. That's never been up for debate. He consistently delivers elite performances, and last season was no exception. He averaged 28.2 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.7 assists per game, while logging over 35 minutes per night. During the playoffs, his minutes increased to over 40 per game. That level of production is undeniably elite. Still, one critique has followed Luka throughout his career: his conditioning. Social media hasn't held back, often mocking his fitness with memes and negative commentary. Luka usually brushed off the criticism, but this time things seem different. At a Real Madrid basketball game, a team he has deep connections with from his European playing days, Luka appeared revitalized. He looked slimmer, more alert, and noticeably focused. This sparked a surge of optimism among Lakers fans and analysts across the league. It looks like Luka may finally be committing to his off-season conditioning in a serious way. And this transformation didn't happen overnight. There were whispers, even before he joined the Lakers, that Dallas Mavericks GM Nico Harrison had grown frustrated with Luka's inconsistent fitness habits. Many believed his lack of physical preparation was keeping him from reaching his full potential. Those frustrations eventually played a part in Dallas agreeing to a massive trade that sent Luka to the Lakers. Now in Los Angeles, surrounded by a new culture, elevated expectations, and strong leadership, Luka appears to be evolving. And if we're being honest, that could be a nightmare for the rest of the Western Conference. Because even when he wasn't in top shape, Luka still dominated games. He's a generational player with unmatched court vision, elite scoring ability, and a high basketball IQ. Now, imagine a version of Luka who's quicker, more agile, and fully dialed in physically. That would be a nightmare for defenders and a dream scenario for Lakers fans. Luka has often entered training camp less than 100% fit. He's admitted to enjoying his summers, and who wouldn't? He's young, wealthy, and has been playing professionally since his teens. But the NBA is grueling, filled with relentless travel and fierce competition. Typically, Luka spends the early part of each season working himself into game shape. Even during that period, he puts up impressive stats, but it's usually by mid-season that we see Luka playing at his peak. That timeline might be changing. This offseason feels like a pivotal moment, a clear message that Luka hears the critics and is ready to silence them. And if Luka needs a role model for physical discipline, he doesn't have to look far. His new teammate, LeBron James, is the blueprint. LeBron is widely considered the gold standard when it comes to physical maintenance and longevity in the NBA. After 2 decades, he's still producing all-star numbers, still leading playoff runs, and still delivering jaw-dropping performances. What's his secret? A tireless commitment to fitness, recovery, and preparation. It's reported that LeBron spends over $1 million annually maintaining his body through personal chefs, trainers, and cutting-edge recovery methods. That dedication has kept him at the top of the league for years. If Luka adopts even a portion of that lifestyle, his ceiling will be even higher. And let's not forget, the Lakers are built to win now. With LeBron chasing another title and time working against him, the team needs every player on the roster to be all in, especially a superstar like Luka. If Luka enters the season in top form and stays healthy, the Lakers become immediate contenders. A fully conditioned Luka Doncic playing beside LeBron James opens up incredible possibilities. Pick-and-roll combinations, floor spacing, late-game execution, and unmatched basketball IQ. It's not just exciting, it could be unstoppable. Of course, everything still hinges on how Luka performs when training camp begins. But for now, the early signs are encouraging. The transformation is real. The message is loud and clear. Luka isn't just coming back, he's coming back better, and the rest of the NBA better take notice. Meanwhile, another conversation is heating up in Los Angeles, stirred by former Lakers guard Lou Williams. His recent comment has raised eyebrows. He believes the team no longer needs Austin Reeves. Yes, you heard that right. As the Lakers head into one of their most crucial off-seasons in recent memory, every aspect of the roster is under evaluation. And that includes looking closely at players who have become fan favorites. Austin Reeves is one of them. Reeves has worn the purple and gold for his entire NBA career. Over 4 seasons, he went from being an undrafted rookie to a dependable starter, earning praise for his gritty style and high basketball IQ. He earned the respect of the coaches, front office, and fans alike. But despite another solid regular season, Reeves struggled in the playoffs this year. He couldn't make the impact many had hoped for, and the Lakers bowed out earlier than expected. That underwhelming performance, paired with Luka's arrival, has prompted a tough discussion about the team's future direction. Lou Williams didn't hold back. He said that now that the Lakers have Luka, they don't really need what Reeves brings to the table. Luka is the alpha, he explained, and the team no longer needs a second-best option in that role. It's time to upgrade, and honestly, he might be onto something. Luka Doncic is a ball-dominant superstar. He sets the pace, creates plays, and orchestrates the offense like a maestro. When he's on the court, the game flows through him. Austin Reeves is also most effective with the ball in his hands. He thrives as a creator, drawing fouls and setting up teammates. He's not a catch-and-shoot player or someone who waits in the corner. That's not his game. So now, the big question is, can Reeves and Luka coexist in the same backcourt? Or is their skill set too similar to work effectively together? Lakers GM Rob Pelinka now faces a crucial decision. Does Reeves fit into the team's long-term plan? Or is he a valuable trade asset the Lakers could use to acquire someone who fits better alongside Luka? Reeves still holds considerable value. He's young, talented, tough, and under a team-friendly contract. Plenty of teams would be eager to add him to their lineup. But the Lakers are trying to win right now. Every move must focus on impact and fit. Sentimentality can't get in the way of progress. Reeves has had moments where he looked like a future all-star. But he's also disappeared in crucial stretches, especially in the playoffs. That kind of inconsistency becomes a concern when your roster is built to maximize a superstar's prime window. And now, with Luka at the center of everything, the team's identity will revolve around his strengths, his tempo, pick-and-roll mastery, and defensive reads. Every roster piece must complement that. So if a trade offer comes along that brings in a better shooter, a stronger defender, or someone who creates more space for Luka to operate, Reeves could very well be on the move. It's not about disrespect. It's about building the best possible roster around a franchise player. Even Lou Williams admitted Reeves is talented. But, in his view, Luka is now the alpha, and it's time to build the right support system around him. The Lakers have been aggressive in recent years. They don't wait for opportunities. They create them. With Pelinka at the helm, no player not named Luka Doncic should feel untouchable. So what does this mean for Reeves? For now, he's still wearing a Lakers jersey. But as trade rumors intensify and front offices around the league start calling, don't be surprised if his name keeps popping up. If the right deal presents itself, the Lakers will definitely consider it. That's just how the business works. Now, let's talk about another major issue that plagued the Lakers this season: the center position. It was one of the team's biggest weaknesses, especially in the playoffs. They failed to complete a deal for Mark Williams, and that misstep came back to haunt them. Without a true rim protector, the Lakers struggled to hold the paint and were outmatched, especially against Minnesota. The Timberwolves controlled the interior and exposed the Lakers' defensive shortcomings. So now the Lakers are watching from home once again. Fixing the center spot isn't optional, it's necessary. If the Lakers truly want to return to title contention, they need to bring in more than just solid role players. They need impact players. And that brings us to Kristaps Porzingis. The 7 feet 3 inches big man is expected to be available via trade this offseason. The Boston Celtics, facing a hefty payroll, may look to move him to free up salary. Porzingis might be among the first players on the move. Let's be clear, he's not a perfect player. His injury history is well known. He missed a chunk of this past season and even sat out parts of the playoffs. That's something the Lakers will need to evaluate carefully. But his upside is undeniable. This past season, Porzingis averaged 19.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per game. He shot 48.3% from the field and an impressive 41.2% from three-point range. A 7'3" center who shoots over 40% from deep and can protect the rim. That's a rare asset. He isn't just a floor spacer, he's a legitimate two-way presence. He stretches defenses on offense and makes players think twice before attacking the rim. And don't forget, Porzingis already has experience playing with Luka. That chemistry matters. He understands Luka's style, knows when to cut, when to pop, and how to space the floor effectively. If the Lakers continue to build around Luka as their franchise cornerstone, they'll need players who fit his rhythm. Porzingis does. So, what's the challenge? The money. Because the Celtics are in the second tax apron, any trade involving Porzingis must include matching salaries. For the Lakers, that could mean parting with players like Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and possibly other rotation players to make the numbers work. That's not a small sacrifice. Rui has shown strong potential, and Gabe was brought in for depth. Losing both, plus more, would shake up the roster significantly. But standing pat isn't an option either. To compete with top-tier teams like Denver, Minnesota, and even Oklahoma City, the Lakers need size, shooting, and rim protection. Porzingis brings all three. Yes, there's injury risk, but every big move comes with risk. That's the price of chasing championships. And in today's NBA, where versatility and spacing are essential, having a center who can shoot and protect the rim can be a game changer. Porzingis could be that difference maker. Now the question is, will the Lakers take the leap? Will Pelinka and the front office make a bold move and bring in a potential impact center? Or will they hesitate and risk another season ending in disappointment? Lakers Nation, the floor is yours. Would you trade for Kristaps Porzingis? Do the rewards outweigh the risks? This offseason may be one of the most important in recent memory for the Lakers. A major shakeup could be just around the corner. Stay tuned.